Well, hello guys, hello. Welcome back to the Big Fat Psychic channel. I'm so pleased to be reading again for you today. Okie dokie then, let's crack into it. I'll crack on it anyway. Hi BFP. Hi BFP, thank you for all you do. I wanted to thank you for helping me get through a very difficult time. I found your videos when my husband was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. Yours and a few others helped me to get through this horrendous time, and you have helped me come out the other side. Bless you. I used to love your live Sunday videos and enjoy all of your content. Thanks for doing these Dare to Ask videos. It really is interesting seeing what other people are wanting answers to. Question. As I said, a few years ago I started watching YouTube videos to take my mind away from a difficult time. I started following a few channels which built up over the years, but within the space of about 12 months, 5 of my YouTubers have died. One had their partner die, one was diagnosed with cancer, you was seriously ill, one diagnosed with a mental illness, and another got into serious trouble. Is this just coincidence, or is it something serious behind it? Oh, when you put it like that, you may be onto something. But anyway, I'm glad we have helped you through. It's always nice. I know my daughter-in-law was having difficulty. She's a nurse in intensive care, and obviously they're poorly, and she goes home real upset. And I said to her, don't be upset. They've got the family coming around them. They're going home. You know, this is only our place for a short time. I know, like 100 years can seem very, very long, but in the grand scheme of things, it's just a blink of an eye when you're on the other side. And I lost my mum as well, so I know what it's like to be grieving. Okay, so you know, why are YouTubers? Why are these YouTubers having something wrong with them? Secrets not revealed, no knowledge. Well, I certainly know psychics, okay, tend to die early because you can just feel it. That something changes in me. Every time I do a reading, something changes. Even if it's just a one card reading, the smallest thing. And why aren't we able to predict it? Well, we do, but when you're reading for something else, it's as clear as a day, you know. But when you're reading for yourself, you can't see it. I mean, I knew my husband wasn't going to make it to this job interview that he's been looking forward to for months, in fact. So I knew he wasn't going. The card said he wasn't going, but I never realised that he was going to have his finger off as well. So let's have a look. What do you mean by secrets not revealed, universe? You know, maybe these people, the 5 that you talk about, have already got ongoing problems, you know, that would contribute to that. But I don't know, you know. I get maybe one who there's drama. Is there any fake claims in this? So you got the High Priestess reversed, you've got the Temperance reversed, and you've got the 4 of Cups. So in some sense, people are wanting to disappear for whatever reason. And then you've got others that know stuff but haven't told you. And then the Four of Cups is like having pre-existing conditions. So in my case, I was poorly because I have an underlying condition that I had to take medication for, and then alongside that I've got sepsis as well, and it's just made it all worse for me. But I mean, I'm better now. Why is Divin seemingly drawn to YouTubers? That's it. I think that's the thing. You might be being drawn to people who've been through a lot because they have more understanding of the world, more experience. We don't hold back. We'd say things as it is. Has she been attracted to the people that are poorly? So you've got the 5 there, but what they're saying is they're telling you not to worry about it, not to worry. So I wonder if, like, where you've got the drama on social media and the high priestess which says you don't know everything because people only tell you so much, you know, like what I've said to people. If you feel the need to lie about something, just don't bring it up, don't mention it, don't talk about it. Is somebody putting spells on us? No. No, it's about us not taking care of ourselves as well. You need nourishing, you know, you need to be looked after, you need to eat well, you need to drink well, you have to watch what you stick down your throat, you have to, you know, have a shower, brush your teeth, all those kind of things, you know, nothing too big, no eating fancy steaks once a week, just, you know, the having a great night's sleep as well, a good night's sleep. And as well, you know, when you don't see someone for a while, I know this because of another reader, another psychic actually. So, because if they go off and they need the time, and it could be months or what have you, people start going around on the internet saying, oh, they're dead, did you hear about so-and-so, they're dead. And they're not lying, it just starts from somebody's thoughts, and then they'll pass it on as their truth, you know. Did you hear about so-and-so? She's dead. That's what I get. And they're only asking you if you heard about so-and-so, and then they're telling you, so it kind of, you know, that truth gets twisted to be believable. But yeah, sure. Look, these have had pre-existing conditions, so it's not like they would have just gone like that. Well, certainly not on all of them. And I'm sorry that these other people are having cancer and stuff as well. I mean, it's terrible. You know, it's sad. I'm lucky, really, because I don't fear death like you guys do, you know. When I was talking to my daughter-in-law, I said to her, you know, don't even cry for the living neither, because the minute they walk out of that door, it's for their own lives to get on with, you know. It's not for you to take home. Just go home and be grateful that you've got 2 beautiful kids and a partner, you know, and that's that. But when I'd started talking to her about what the near dead start to see or experience, I think it made her feel better, you know. Yeah, I think it made her feel better. It made me feel better when I could still speak to my mum. Although, I've been funny, but I asked her to come on this morning. And she was like, she said, what was it? get out. She's not working today. She's not available today. So I asked for Freddie and he's out and all. So you can't always grab your spirit guards on command, okay? They don't want to be waiting around. But they are all around me. That's the thing. I sense that they're all around me. So they'll be all... There's another bloody second, third life going on right in front of you. And we don't see it, you know. We're not able to see it. But a few times I've said, are you in the room with me? And she says yes. And she also loves watching me work as well. So it's, I don't know. So when I go, I'm not really bothered. I know I ain't got too long left, actually. I've got 16 years. I go at 67. Now, don't ever ask me in an email or reading what age you're going to do, because you're not ready for it, you know. You're not. And even I sometimes like have a bit of a wobble, and I think, God, closer to the time will I. But no, to be fair, Stam has made that decision quite easy for me. I'll bugger off on me. Go do what the rest of them do. Anyway, right, okay, so Will Halal, and so they haven't told you anything, so it's a shock to you, but it's not to them. Will halal and kosher slaughter without stun guns be banned? It absolutely will. They'll change the law. So, you know, your next question is, will it be without stun guns? Will this meat be labelled? Okay, so we're getting, will it be banned? I'm getting yes. But then I'm getting the justice card as well. So it's a change in the law. So will halal and kosher still go on legally? Yeah, you got to come to an agreement. So they're not going to ban it outright, but they will label it. Okay, they will label it. I mean, where's the RSPCA when you need them? No, it's all these stupid rolls into, I think I indicated that yesterday, roll upon roll. Now about 67 dog breeds are going to be banned. Are you for real? Honest to God, you know, and they will. They'll take their dogs off, and some of them are like, now, certain breeds, the small ones, they can have brain damage, you know, and be certain health problems because of the breeds. But you've got a St. Bernard on there, you've got, there's some Dobermans. I love a Doberman, me. Oh, I know, Doberman, Rottweiler, oh, beautiful. So I know what want on there, German Shepherds want on there. But yeah, I mean, taking the dogs away from us, so they get banned from walking them, and now they're banning the breeds. I think it's terrible. A few months ago, I took photos of the moon, and a black circle close to it appears in my photos. This has only happened on one occasion. I always photograph the full moon, and it's never happened before or since. Is there any other moon planet that is hidden and is only seen now and again? You're talking to the moon girl. I've been talking about this for months, okay? So what we're seeing is a hologram, and it depends where you see it, because I know in China they had 4 moons, and everybody was going, that can't be right. But they all accepted in China that it was like a, you know, what's that word? Halogenetic, whatever it is. Hero. Oh. I had it then, didn't I? Anyway, so yeah, it's that. You're seeing what they're wanting you to see, because I swear to God, one morning I actually saw 2 moons, one on this side and then one right over there. And it was early in the morning, and my son's going, yeah, but could it have been the sun? I went, well, not unless the sun was out in the midnight as well, because it was the same kind of situation. And all along when I started noticing, it's not obvious, you know, no one sends me a message and goes, oh, you want to read on the moon, you know. Well, they do, but I don't see it. Anyway, it was bugging me, this feeling about the moon. So when I looked into it, I've done, the reason I say this is, Divin, you can get the video that I did, and it says about the moon. And yeah, it's amazing. So God knows what they're doing, but they are like putting similar photos up, and we're seeing it as well. It's like glitches, because they're not going to get it right all the time. But I'll just ask anyway, you know, are they messing about with our moon? Of course they are. Look at that. Look at that. I'm spot on. I'm spot on. Okay, that is the message. Yeah, because they'll probably be doing something behind it, or trying to fake out, you know, an alien invasion. We work on dimensions, not, you know, from Mars to Pluto back to Jupiter and then swing round, let's stop off at the Earth. There's nobody else in this universe, because there's probably, and I kind of feel like there's different variations of us all over, so like multiverse. I kind of feel like you've got more chance of that than anything else. Question, St. Bernadette, and so if you type Big Fat Psychic and the moon, what's going on with the moon, I think it's called, you'll find the video. Question, St. Bernadette and other saints' bodies are said to be uncorrupted. Is this true? And is this because they have seen Our Lady, or because they have seen God? So St. Bernadette and other saints' bodies are said to be uncorrupted. Is that true? Well liked, watching and aware. So maybe, you know, it says uncorrupted, but I do have like somebody watching over him. So watching. Defines what you mean by uncorrupted, you know, like in the personality, or in the body, you know, in the grave. I feel like if it's a grave situation, it's because they've got people watching over them. So I'd say on that side, and St. Bernadette and Saints' bodies, like, was they uncorrupted by, no, did they see God? I kind of feel like, you know, they was all brought together, weren't they? So I don't know why I'm seeing children's homes, but I am seeing children's homes. So I don't know what work they've done there. I just feel like maybe places that have become children's homes was it like attached to these saints, or maybe they've put the saints on hospital walls, or, you know, like a title. So St. Bernadette said that could be a school, and I think what it means is that they're watching over you, you know, and that they've been treated like gods, really, you know, or saints. A saint is somebody that, you know, is 100% God, and a sinner, well, they're a sinner. Is this true? Well, I can't say you're on the money there. I can't say that as well. So, so someone's looking to move. Will they find a home? So I kind of feel like, you know, giving up the search for now, especially like right now as well, because there's so many changes going on with the housing market. So people will find it particularly difficult. But then I feel like after 5 months, someone will go back and look again. So take a short break from looking, let things settle down, and then go for it. There are rumours now that Michael Jackson was actually warning us about the child trafficking, but there is still that documentary that he abused those two boys. Was it a scapegoat? Do you know what? I've never seen Michael Jackson as a PDF. I've never, not even when I was younger, and we all grew up with Michael Jackson and the Jackson 5 and all like that as well. So was Michael Jackson a scapegoat? I mean, he was definitely mentally ill. Was he used as a scapegoat? I don't know. Yeah, I do believe he was a scapegoat. I think what he was trying to do was just, you know, I know he had a funny way about it, and I don't know that, but what about his mentality? You know, was his mentality of a young person? Because he did seem quite like that, and God knows what happened with him and his two children. But you know, if someone was shorter than him, he'd go to his knees and be shorter with him. If somebody wants to play, he'd want to play with him, you know. So yeah, I feel like I think it'll, you know, one day it'll come out, but it won't be yet. I just don't get it. Won't be yet. I'm getting that he, you know, was loving, and he wanted peace in the world. I'm sure he's done a song on that actually. Stability and lasting. When he's with children, it's like staying like that, you know, staying with all that innocence, and they don't want anything from him. I mean, they might want a piggyback, they might want a bloody ice cream, but they don't want anything from his mind or his bank account, as his music, you know. So I think that's why he was drawn to children as well. But yeah, I kind of never agreed that. I thought there was some kind of shadiness there. And you got Diana around that time as well, if I believe correctly, within a few years, I think. So I asked before if he had done anything to anybody, and they said no. Will Meghan actually ever return to the UK? Well, I think she's been, but anyway, let's have a look. Will she? She's been, okay. Reversed, high priestess reversed. She's been. She comes and goes, and I know people say she's banned. Who banned her? The only person who can ban her is the government, or oh, is it on your passport? Oh, well, it would have been the Queen. But no, people don't go around banning people from countries, okay? She's just, I don't think she's ever actually said that, but she wouldn't have minded it being said because it's not true. So, no, she's been coming. She's been coming. She was here the last time with Harry about the court case, although she wasn't supposed to be, so. And then she's got business dealings over here as well. She's looking to get her stuff into the shops. She's looking to get a clothing line done for Lily and Archie. Anybody knows that that would be a lucrative industry if done correctly, not just about spiting their Beckhams. Has she been coming here anyway, without our knowledge? Oh, look at that. Absolutely. She's, you know, she flies in and out. So she's here. I don't know why you don't see her. I don't really care. But what I do say is she keeps coming back. And she was back, like I say, on the last court case. And I did a reading on it as well. So the title escapes me, but I'm sure if you just scroll for half an hour, you'll get to it. Keir Starmer acquired his millions of pounds legitimately or by corruption. Did Starmer get his money via corruption? Wrong way to go, strays off their path. I kind of feel like he thought it was going to make a lot more. So, strays off the... That's either... That might be Chagos. Is that Chagos? No. Oh, what else is he trying to give away? Oh, is it China? Well, I did say China have kind of told Starmer to go home, clean up your mess and, you know, get gone. So I've got secrets to be revealed as well. I also feel like this was from... It's going back on years, so you've got a long history. You can't just... he won't be able to get away with it and say, oh, it was done as a rash decision, because it's been going on for years. I'd say 7 or 8 years at least. So we've got new information coming out, secrets that he don't want out in the open, because him not doing something as him not doing something has left him the wrong way. The wrong way. Somebody's ringing me, but I don't know what it is. I'll just pause a minute. Okay. Love your new hair colour, BFP. Really suits you. Hyped. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Did the royal physicians in Henry VIII time deliberately make Henry's mental or physical health worse? Did they? Of course they did. Trying to torture him. I don't know if he's had some kind of sexually transmitted disease here, because I'm seeing trying to make him feel better. So they could have made him worse by trying to help him, or, you know, so they could have given him like a medicine that cures one thing but didn't cure something else. So I kind of feel it's that way. And then it would have been diluted. Everybody was frightened of him, Henry VIII. So you had to be careful what you say. So I think people went along with him as well. But was anything intentional? I don't think it was murderous or intentional. I just think that maybe some medicines was making him worse instead of better. But that might have presented to them then that, you know, this thing's getting better. Oh, it's cured it. And then something else comes along and they don't realise that the medication or whatever they're feeding him are bloody making things worse as well. So they did try. It was trying for the better, not intentional sabotage. Another reader recently said that whilst in Jordan there was a potential for Meghan to be RIP'd, but they stopped. Wasn't the right time, apparently. This is the first time I have heard this happen, apart from what you have already predicted. So I thought I would ask the question. I saw rows, I saw arguments. Let's have a look then. So was someone meant to assassinate Meghan in Jordan? No, I'm not getting Meghan. Did somebody want to Harry, you know, did someone want to do harrying? No. I don't know whether, you know, Harry's fears have been picked up on, you know. about that, but I'm seeing Harry. I'm not seeing Meghan. I'm seeing Harry, like, you know, his medication's making his face look funny, his speech a bit slurred as well. I wonder if Harry's turned around and said he's had enough, literally. Has Harry turned around and said that he's had enough? Absolutely, absolutely. You know, he's got the pressure of his trial, and he's got his government security, and he's got to do all this hard work for Meghan. I think it's him. I think it's him that wanted out. I think he's probably, you know, said something while he's there, and you could see how unwell he was and miserable. And I think what's gone on is he's just said, you know, why don't I just top myself? Let's see, what was Meghan's reaction to that? Not committed, broken partnership. Oh my God. Did Harry tell Meghan he can't live without her? Yeah, she threatened to end it. Yeah. I mean, he hates her so much. Yeah, he loves her. I just don't, you know, I don't get it. Well, I do get it. I see people going through it all the time. And eventually they have to wake up. Well, if you think, I think he's not planned it as such, he's just said it, but it's important. And we don't want to be Harry saying things like that to Meghan, because she'll make it so. Does Meghan wish Harry would be killed off? When they're arguing and fighting, which is every day. So I don't think so. Well, you know, but I'm not going against other readers. You know me. You know myself. I've already read on this before, so but I don't see anything. Yahoo! It's that time again. Hyped, lovely. Romany. I have 2 questions, if that's okay with you. Thank you so much for any considerations. Bless you. Donald Trump seems to marry women from Eastern Europe. Why is this? Why? I know why. He finds them attractive. Right, so he deliberately does it. Page of Swords reverse. I don't know whether it's the culture, the way they speak, the way they carry themselves off. You know, you can sometimes define people by a country. And I think that's what it is. You know, he deliberately picks people. So based on looks, on intelligence, on being a family member, you know, being a mother. So I think that's why. I mean, my cousin said to me, oh, I would never go out with a white guy. I'd only go out with a black guy. And I'd be like, oh, right, okay. So you just have that taste, don't you? That preference of style. And I think that's why maybe he thinks the women, you know, wherever he's met them, are of a better kiln, so to speak. Anon says that roast chicken, lemons and red balloons are virtually signalling the deep state cabal, which is directly indicates links to child trafficking. Rachel Meghan Markle has always wanted to be a part of Hollywood royalty, as we know. Rachel has signed up all these codes countless times with both children. Is this giving a nod to the cabal in order for her to be accepted into that fold? And if so, are the children still here? she's already publicly sacrificed one miscarriage under a banyan tree. Yeah, that didn't happen, did it? And again, if they tried it today, I mean, that must have been 5 years ago, 6 years ago. So people's behaviours have changed on social media, and they're more questioning now as well, and they access a lot of information. So let's have a look then. Is Meghan doing this to be in the cabal? Getting the wrong side of authority here. So she's already in a certain thing. Is she already in the cabal? No. I don't think she'd want them wanting her to be in the cabal anyway. But I am getting taken down here, taken down. So she's using these codes, is she? She's not doing it right. So what I feel is that with this question is that if she was trying to send a signal to somebody, it wouldn't be done in that way, what she's doing it, or what we're seeing, even though you probably think, oh, it can be pinpointed there. It's not. Why have we got the Emperor reversed? I asked if she's in the cabal. I don't think she'd have been welcomed or accepted, so I'm going to say she's not in the cabal, and she's not selling herself to the cabal because she's already sold her soul to the devil with, you know, doing all her yachting and Harvey Weinstein and everybody else. Do you know what, that banyan tree right there must think we're, you know, stupid, and they must have been laughing their head off thinking, I've got that much power, look what I can say and get away with. Will Pauline Hanson be Australia's next Prime Minister? No. I'm getting kidding yourself here about her in a situation, so maybe because part of me wanted to say, oh, I hope so, when I picked up the cards, but obviously it's kidding yourself. So no, I don't think she gets anywhere near enough people to vote for her, which is a bloody shame. Well, I hope I've got the right woman. There's an ongoing case in Australia whereby a man is on the run from the police. He's been stigmatised as a radical conspiracy theorist. Shot 2 officers, apparently. His name is Desi Freeman. Is he alive? Is he? I don't know, you know. Yes, I know, Universe won't turn the card. Is Desi Freeman still alive? Oh, I'm getting no. Do you know what? I think he's topped himself. I do. I feel like he's topped himself. Lack of commitment. It all been too difficult. Loads of temptation, you know, and the temptation of others if they see him to report him. I don't believe he is. Was it suicide or accident? Cowardly. I think he's killed himself. Well, if he's on the run and he thinks he's going to prison and he's killed 2 police officers and he knows what they're going to do to him in prison for doing that, I think, yeah, it is quite reasonable to expect that he has done something. Furthermore, is what being told played out in the mainstream media true? Well, You just said it yourself, mainstream media, but let's have a look. Is it true? So if this is about him travelling or being on foot or, you know, people's sightings and stuff, I wouldn't believe that. I wouldn't believe it. I don't know why, but I kind of feel like he gets found by a walker or something. He's not drowned himself. I think he's put a gun there. And I just feel like, you know, somebody who, like a tourist or somebody unexpected is just going to come across his path. Otherwise, you wouldn't normally see it. Is it true that Epstein had something to do with Madeleine McCann? And will Meghan get crash Charles's funeral? Right, so Meghan won't go to the funeral, so is it true that Epstein has had something to do with Madeleine McCann? So I do see a child that's like her, that's what I'll say, is like her. I'm getting support and reassurance here. I can tell you now, Madeleine McCann, when that happened, I was doing something. Oh, I was here, so it was while I was in this house. And it just washed over me. She was dead. She was dead straight away. She was dead. There was no, you know, not a day, not 2 days later she died. No, she was dead. And that's what I got. Did Epstein, yes or no, universe, won't say the card. Did Epstein have anything to do with Madeleine McCann's death? No. No. Oh yeah, so will Meghan get crash Charles's funeral? Absolutely not, okay, absolutely not. There's Catherine, and I've also got Queen Camilla as well. So I doubt Camilla is going to invite Meghan and Harry. But I do see Harry. Does Harry go to his dad's funeral? He's getting sued, so I don't know about that. Says instability. Well, he want to be there for the money, won't he? I don't know. I think I'll say yes and say that he wants to, he goes, but Meghan doesn't. And she won't be wanted. That will be one place she's barred from. They will not have her at all. And that's the whole family, not just William, it's the whole family. Where Diddy and Jay associates business-wise? Yeah, there was friends. Both got huge wealth from somewhere. Both had atrocities, allegedly. And with disgusting parties and abuse. There just seems to be parallels. Oh, so I don't know, whoever's youngest, I can imagine it would be B. Diddy, being impressed with Jeffrey Epstein and all his shenanigans. Okay, so they're not equal because Diddy's looking up to Epstein. Did the Wales family move to a larger house in anticipation of the Sussex kids living in the UK and maybe staying there occasionally? Did they? No, they wanted to be up that way, so I don't know if it's to do with schooling as well. But that's where they're planning for the future. You know, kids go to school so and so, closer here, further away from there, and needing a bigger space. I think they sacrificed a lot. I'd want a nice house as well. I'd want a pole, wouldn't you? So no, not about Catherine and William. When they're looking at Harry and Meghan, it's like, well, they'd only be here for a short time anyway. So no, I think they've done it on their terms for their reasons. Nothing to do with us two scragheads. I just watched a channel I have never seen before. A couple of American young men talking about Mossad and mentioned about Henry Paul, the driver of Dirty Al Fayed, and Princess Diana accident. And that the Mossad was there that night. And the thumbnail said about Epstein too. Did Mossad have anything to do with the car crash, please? Oh my God, you must be psychic, because I've been talking about this before. All week, I think. All last week. Did Mossad have anything to do with the car crash of Diana? Absolutely. Hiding it, being unrealistic as well. It wasn't the car that was planned. I don't know why. I think she was supposed to die a different way. This is going to come out. This is going to come out. This is coming out into the universe. Yeah. Absolutely. You know, more and more information. And I would trust this person who comes out and tells us as well. Yeah, it was Mossad. I said Mossad as well. Stephanie Fox, you're right. Lady C debunked Balmoral, and Neil Sean and Lady C debunked Royal Lodge as well. Thank you. Ha! Good. Very good. I like it. I like it when people say I'm right. Oh no, people say the story and then I found out I'm right. Otherwise, what would be the point of being here? Just watched Paula M and she's saying Andrew and Meghan Markle was in Hong Kong at the same time. Meghan was supposedly representing Suits, who was in their first season. Well, she was planted there. No, that might tie in. Allegedly, was Meghan really meeting Andrew in Hong Kong? Was she? No, and I don't think they was there at the exact same time either. I'm getting delays. So if what did Meghan go to Hong Kong wanting to meet Andrew? She was there on holiday, like a holiday. So she may have been there, but I'm getting the timing doesn't overlap enough either. You know what? I've just seen a tattoo on my wrist then. I ain't got a tattoo. Non-star to people suffering bad timing. Did Clinton send Meghan to Hong Kong to try and attach herself to Andrew? Oh my God, it's all coming out. So Andrew was not with Meghan, so I'm not dissing anybody, especially other YouTubers. So in my opinion, I believe that Clinton would have encouraged Meghan to go to Hong Kong to try and sort of like bump into Andrew. So that could have been, you know, where she was attempting to get to know Andrew and miss the opportunity because I'm getting delays and not over. So that Meghan would be left thinking, well, we'll have to do it this way then. So, yeah, they might have been there, but they're not together. They didn't meet. So, shared a photo that has now been made public on someone account of Meghan and two other women who comment on it. Yachting Epstein girl. Is this true? Was Meghan Markle an Epstein girl? She was a Clinton girl. Was Meghan Markle an Epstein girl? No. But was she a Clinton girl? Absolutely. And they're all going to jail. Meghan is in it up to her neck. Is this true? Was Meghan Markle an Epstein girl? In my opinion, with everything now coming out, allegedly, it seems to be sure looking like it. Yeah, I think we're in a totally different ballgame with Meghan, you know, that she's on the Clinton side, and so why would she need to be a yacht girl? She's probably gone there as a friend and everything. Maybe, again, Meghan is all about getting information from you. She's done it from Harry, she does it from everybody. She gets the information and then she uses it against you. And in that case, she'd have passed it on to Clinton. Will the UK Labour government be dissolved? I'm getting deliberate staring here, deliberate. No, it won't be dissolved. Why won't it be dissolved? Well, right now, no. Everything they're doing, they should be doing, okay? That's their job role, to screw us over, you know, bring us down, feed us with anxiety and stress, and all that. But I don't get somebody in the party, you know, squealing. So it says dissolved. No, but I'm getting it will be deliberately taken. You know, taken out, taken down, split apart, ruined. What I'm going to say is, whatever Labour do, in a way, you know, it'll be intentional and deliberate on their half. So they'll be going. Could Charles Spencer, Diana's brother, could be Charles Spencer, Diana brother, you keep mentioning him. I don't believe he had a hand in everything with her, Adam. And Meghan and all. Does the bombing in Iran have anything to do with the Clintons testifying, does it? Well, I'm getting things going their way, so it won't be Iran. I don't know, you know, I think it's for Iran. Is it Iran that's going to need to feel better? Is it Clinton? Not getting a read on that. I think, no, I don't think they're connected, okay? And I get with Iran, it's like they need to move on with something, so they've obviously planned something and needed to get rid of this person or party to be able to go forward with that. So it's not so much that the Iranians benefit, despite what people say. I think it's the US that benefit. Did the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie have anything to do with the Epstein files? Did it? I've got an angry woman here, so... Her daughter is on a news thing, isn't she? Was Nancy taken so that the daughter doesn't speak? I kind of feel like that. So we got that before on Nancy Guthrie. Neither dare to ask. I think it's information that Nancy has, and I also think it's Savannah as well. So I kind of feel like where her mum is, she's been taken into something like protective. You know, they're trying to protect her rather than harm her. Maybe one of the daughters, you know, didn't want to play ball with some, you know, didn't want to stick to their roles and wanted, you know, things to go a different way. Will the US market crash in the next 3 months? Will it? Yes or no? What's on the card? No. There have been reports of a new virus that kills 100% of mice. Is another much worse pandemic coming soon, please? How soon? Right, well, I've mentioned this before. I've seen a virus in the UK, and what I can safely say to you is that basically what you're seeing now is just the introduction, you know, putting it into your head, planting it in. Oh, we've got this flu virus. Oh, and we've got a measles outbreak. Oh, we've got a hepatitis. Then we had the Nipah virus. And now whatever else will be coming in. So let's have a look. Is there another pandemic planned? It's there and ready. It's there and ready. But I don't know, maybe, I don't know what they decide is okay to release it, you know, when is it okay to release it? That's what I get. Like, they're not confident that it's a lot harder this time. Well, it is because of, you know, COVID and all the information that came out with that. So let me just go back to the original question then, which is, and I'm going to say, what do we need to know about this virus, this new one? Another catastrophe. I don't know why they fuck with these things, you know. And then says a lab leaked it. Yeah, whatever. Is UK going to be undergo the virus as I predicted? Yeah, I kind of feel like they're testing things out. So, you know, this is military, this. Whatever virus comes to the UK, and it is this year, it was military. And I have to say, I also asked before if it would kill people, and it kills a lot of people. I kept saying that. It kills a lot of people. What was that other lung condition as well? Because I think I mentioned something, and you all... pneumonia, that was it, pneumonia. How will people cope with another outbreak, like a pandemic? Like nothing's happening, you know, people that's it, isn't it? We won't believe it. We won't believe it. Nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. So the first one you fall for, but the second, you don't. So it's like, well, nothing's wrong with me. Nothing's wrong with them. Nothing's wrong with so and so. So I don't know. We'll see. But I did get that there is a virus, especially in the UK, and it happens and it kills a lot of people. It's like airborne, it's in the air. Will the releasing of the JE files lead to any serious arrests? Because you got emails, not witnesses, you know, not people testifying or going to stand out. And I think a lot of people have lost their lives as well, meaning that they've been, you know, important people have been taken out. They'll go for the lesser. They won't go for top people. They'll go for the lesser. It's an absolute scandal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I heard Andrew's arrest was all fake to really get inside the house and take all evidence he had. Is that true, please? Is it? Absolutely. Absolutely. The wish card, getting all the attention. Yeah, they wanted to see what was there. And if so, was it Starmer for blackmail or Charles to protect their family? So what did it boil down to? Starmer? Was it his idea to get blackmail? I kind of feel like a loving family here, so maybe his own family. Did he do it for his own family? Yeah, that's right. Did he do it for his own family? Did Starmer do this for his own family? I think Starmer was worried. Was Starmer concerned that Prince Andrew had shit on him? Yeah, didn't want nothing coming back. So all loose ends tied up. Didn't want anything from Andrew and about Epstein coming back on him. So, well, we all know that, you know, Starmer is a PDF fan. It wouldn't have been Charles if he'd just walked around there. Please can ask if ever there will be the truthful DNA about the children of Meghan and Harry. Will a DNA test be done somehow so we find out about their heritage? Will they? Well, I think what you'll find is when it comes out that it's all a fraud. I'm getting fraud here. Fraud. What is it when you try and you create something and it just ends up draining the life out of you, and all the funds, like money, your time, your effort, they're worrying about it, there's stress. That's how I feel with them when I look at that card. I think as well it'll all be about, there'll be a lot of money talked about regarding these kids. Can you still learn psychic? Can you still learn tarot if you're not psychic? Yeah. Problem is, right, your idea of psychic and mine are two different things. I mean, I just have mad thoughts going in and out my head all day. Everybody's psychic. You just need to turn the volume up, okay? You need to turn the volume up. And yes, can you still learn tarot? Absolutely. I've taught a couple of people, and wow, I mean, it's simple, okay? Buy yourself a deck of cards, write on, so you got 4 of swords there, write on a keyword such as, what do you think it looks like? You know, if there's a bloke laying down, is he having a rest? Does he look ill? Does it even resemble a funeral? Go off your image and write those words on your cards, and then you talk to the universe And it's like, you're letting the universe, you're giving your alphabet of words to the universe, so when the universe is going to try and explain something to you, you get those words back. They're telling you that word, you know, and it all makes sense, okay? Don't read for yourself though, read for somebody else. Read how many, start off with how many adverts are going to be on today, or if it's sunny or winter, or, you know, if the phone's going to ring twice. I know it will be, you know, try doing it, those things, but absolutely, anyone can do tarot, anyone. And why is it not so hard to be psychic? Well, because I think being psychic can have its... I don't benefit from being psychic. You do, you guys do, but I don't, you know. It's just a way of life. But what am I trying to say? That was it. Being psychic can also make you look like a psycho, so just be warned, okay? And you have to be real strong with yourself as well, and not get carried away, and you have to, you know, shut off properly when things are going all around you. But certainly, you know, stay with the book, and then you can always look. There's loads of channels on how to do tarot. I mean, none of them do it my way, like, but I don't need to do. I don't need to follow everybody's rules, because I've got my own. So yeah, I would try doing that. Get a pack of cards, write in your image, and then pick a card and leave it for 3 days and think, oh right, so what happened there then? You know, what happened to make me feel like that, or what did that card mean? Hi BFP, can you help with a person who disappeared without trace? 9 p.m. On the 14th. His name is Luke Gabriel Price, and he is also answer to the name Gay. He was aged 28 when he disappeared around 14 months ago. Oh wow, that's a long time. He was last seen in Limerick City. What, do you know what? Before you said that, I thought of Ireland. County Limerick, Republic of Ireland. He was thought to have been in a dissociative or manic state. He was last walking to the docks road. His family need answers, and there haven't been any clues, not beyond the last CTV sighting showing he was heading. His current location and status is needed. Okay, is he still alive? No. So you got water. I've got loads of water. Oh dear. Oh, I feel sorry for this lad. I don't know if he's got like schizophrenia or bipolar. Take these pills and you still don't feel better. Might be something on social media. I'm getting something on social media they're showing me. Now I'm getting in the water. To the city's dock road. I'm getting water. Has he drowned? Oh dear. Something had upset him. It really upset him. It's like, again, he didn't feel he was in control. And where other people would say, well, it was just a small thing, you know, it was just stupid and nothing. To him it wasn't. To him it wasn't. And then you've got the fact about, you know, taking meds as well. And I don't know about drinking, but it says medication, definitely. And frightened of the medics as well. That's why he chose not to go for help. So, as far as I'm concerned, and I'm sorry to say this, is he in the water? Yeah, he's in the water. Oh my God, I feel sick. Oh, bless him. And he's sorry for everybody. He's sorry for everybody worrying about him. He's seen somebody crying at night, late at night, all night. Will he be found? He's stuck on something. He's stuck on something in the water. And he'll stay there until he becomes unstuck. I got that before with that Nicola Bulley. What a reading that was. Oh my God, spot on. But yeah, I feel like he's stuck on something. So he could be stuck on some reeds like she was in a river. Or it's like maybe his jacket's got caught on a, you know, some, not step, but maybe to the side. He's jumped in the water. Is it right that incomers don't come to North Wales with families as they are taught through Welsh languages as no English in schools until a child is 7? Also, will we be closed down this summer in our seaside towns like the pandemic stopping people travelling? Okay, so do the incomers, why don't they go to Wales? Why isn't Wales popular? Because they don't know the language. So you're right, I do feel it's the language. And they don't really advertise Wales. I know everybody thinks London and Birmingham and Manchester, but nobody ever thinks of Wales. Also, will we be closed down this summer in our seaside towns, like with the pandemic stopping people? Will they? So I'm getting don't trust. So I feel it's more to do with the government or hidden discussions that are going on about that. So if the army was brought into the UK, then we would see restrictions. But I'm not seeing the restrictions for a pandemic, okay? I'm seeing it more to do with the military. Tuesday, spirits here. Right, so I'm just going to keep the rest. There's only a few questions left. So I'll just put them on with this video so you know more. Right, okay. Hi BFP, question. The attacks on our royal family and other European royal families is very suspicious. Is there a deliberate attempt to destroy the European monarchies? And if so, who is behind it and why? Okay, is there a push to destroy the monarchies? Yes. Absolutely, because they're going to last. They last forever, don't they? These monarchies have been going on for thousands of years, a lot longer than governments and presidents. Do you know what? In the end, you know, I feel it's like the public that will be baying at the neck of the monarchy, which is all by design, by the way. So, you know, who is it? Is it Clinton, an air gang, an air boss? Yeah, it's to do with them. Look at that on the other side of the world, and they're still trying to control us. So it's about the Commonwealth, it's about the royal family, it's about constitutions that they have in place as well. And, well, the best I can come up with so far is that these elites want us out and all heading towards a kind of one world government. No, it's not as simple as that, but that's the way it's kind of going as well. So yeah, you're right to be concerned, and I would be. But Clinton's hit the nail on the head. I don't know where boss is. I think it's Mossad. But whoever it is, it's elites and they want them all gone. They want and this is why they're trying so hard to take the UK one, because if you get another king like William, who you've got nothing on anymore, you know, you can't control them, can you? So for whatever reason, they want the monarchy gone before William gets in, because if William gets in, the monarchy's going to last another 100 years, a lot longer than these people are at the moment. They're all pegging it in the 60s, aren't they, in 70s. These aren't young people who are wanting this. This is older people who've been working for 20, 30 years on doing shit. A YouTuber stated in June 2022 the exact date Queen Elizabeth would die, and they also said Charles would die on the 28th of March. What will happen to Charles on this date? Thank you. What will happen to King Charles on the 28th of March? So on the Hangman reversed, okay, something will happen, but I don't think it's what happens to Charles. I think it's what happens to somebody else. So it says, you know, change your perspective, look elsewhere until news arrives. So until that date, start thinking about who else it could be. Why, who else could it be? I'm getting travel. Maybe somebody who's on their way over. Why do I feel like that's Harry? What happens to Harry on the 28th of March? No, it's not him. He won't be happy, but it's not him. Will King Charles pass away on the 28th of March this year? Right, is somebody else in the... I think there's somebody else in the royal family, an older woman. I hope that's not Anne. What I will say about Anne is she's due to go soon. She's due to go soon. They just haven't worked out how it goes, and this is the universe, okay? Not anywhere else. I think with Charles, what will happen to him on the 28th? What will he be doing? Well, see, Harry, I get Andrew, I do get medications and everything. I don't know. So, are you telling me that Charles is the King of Cups reversed on the 28th universe? Yes or no? No. Well, I think it could be... for some reason, so I don't know what, and I'm not saying Prince Harry's going to die at all, I don't see that, but I do see that come the 28th of March, it will be clear that Harry needs help. And I don't know why I got Princess Anne. Shall we ask? Why did we get Princess Anne universe? Did I get it wrong? Is that hard for me? Did I get it wrong about Prince Anne? No, do it differently, do it differently. Oh, I know why. She suddenly takes ill. She suddenly takes ill, so it's like no short notice. And is that for this year, Universe? Oh. Boss, 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 father, 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 father. Has she got what? Prince William? Does she go into hospital first? Right, so she gets taken into hospital. And then obviously we find out later. Oh, that's bloody terrible, That's bloody terrible. You've got Princess Anne. I know people go, and I know you think, oh, like, you know, Anne's had a good old age and everything, but, you know, even me, it's still a shock when things happen. So I'm not seeing him passing on the 28th. That doesn't mean I'm knocking any YouTubers or out like that. For God's sake, you don't want to get in a battle with them, do you? Honestly, they're scary. I thought I was bad with my personality disorder years ago. Honest, they're a whole new breed out there. Even they scare me. Anyway, guys, right, so I think that is it. We are complete. I hope you've enjoyed this Dare to Ask series. For people watching and you haven't had your question answered, well, that was because you put it on the wrong video. And in every video, when I mention the Dare to Ask, I always say to you, go back, it's 4 days old, it's 5 days old, it says in big lights, Dare to Ask open. Okay, so I cannot do it. I'd love to, but the thing is, if I break the rules this time, I have to break the rules all the time, and it's not fair to the people who listen and follow the instructions. Okay, guys, that's it from me, and I'll be back tomorrow with a whole load of more up-to-date videos. This series is now closed. Thank you. Bye now. Bye-bye.